games. Spend, play, and win.
Ina pa. Pero by the way, gusto ko lang i-update ng mga tao 840 something, level 15. Si King Kong. Binit na yung 9 minutes niya na yung SPS record niya.
Let's teach Neymar.
Let me get a punch. Let me just get a punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah.
Two regions are the tier 2 tournaments. No, it's in there. I predicted zone just because I have faith in Zixora. I have here to actually let the Baksha open as well.
Yeah.
You remember the Baksha? You literally just mentioned it. Zeta have picked it up. I don't know if this is going to be a flex pick though, or if it'll actually just be on 10, because I feel like it's a bit sad to see a guy as good as 10 mechanically be on a Baksha.
Yeah, it's still a potential flex pick that we might get confirmed in the first phase. Not yet. They're playing around the Baksha flex. They pick up the Yuzhong paired up with the Farsa, while Zone goes.
King Foam.
Fairy games. Spend, play, and win.
can withstand the withering. Against the endless erosion, my strength grew weaker by the day.
True power dwells within the spirit. Try to embrace all that you are.
Realme 15 Pro M7 official gaming phone.
Fairy Games. Spend, play, and win.
last year's M6 World Championship, there was a team from the MENA region called Twisted Minds that twisted our expectations and what we potentially thought could have happened because they almost looked like they could have made it to the knockouts, even though they just missed the mark. Maybe this time, a team from MENA called Axe, once formerly called Ultra Legends, may be the one continuing that line of twisting our expectations. Renmar Mercorila is still here for the second match of the day for day one of Wild Cards. They're going to be going up against Guangzhou Gaming, who are coming from a region wherein we're getting close to that timeline of we should start really getting scared about them because they're going to start performing on the world stage, and we got to see a glimpse of that from DFYG in GOF.
Yeah, we've always just been hearing like, okay, China's just going to get stronger and stronger. Give them a year. Give them 2 years then after that. And then once we got to the third year, we're like, all right, maybe they're not going to be strong that fast.
Yeah.
Then they showed up at GOTF, and I was surprised. The fact that Guangzhou Gaming looked stronger in the first two games, because they started 2-0, by the way. Like, Danfeng Yaoguai were able to reverse sweep Guangzhou Gaming. It just shows me that Guangzhou Gaming might have a higher skill ceiling than Danfeng Yaoguai. It's just that they haven't really fully tapped into the potential.
Yeah, we've been talking about China being this emerging region. The alibis back then was they're playing with an old patch. They are not used to the global patch, but now it seems like they're exposed to a lot of experiences. And like you guys mentioned, GOTF was one of the turning points for them. Finally being able to make it up there and probably just contest for the world stage.
Yeah, the story of these two is the clash of runner-ups from their respective regions. We got to talk a little bit about Guangzhou Gaming. Team Axe, again, to remind you, were once former under the Ultra Legends banner. The team that came out of nowhere in the MPL MENA season at the first half of 2025 that took down Team Falcons. They were able to get a chance to defend their championship in the last MPL MENA, but then Team Falcons came back with a vengeance, bro.
Yeah, I remember I was casting that game with Chefin. It was quite late. I think it was 3 in the morning.
Yeah, 3 in the morning.
I told Chefin, it's gonna be a quick 4-0 for Falcons. Man, Ultra Legends shut us down, and they were the ones, deserving of that MSC ticket. However, they did not really make it out that far, but they were still able to put up a fight against Team Liquid PH.
Dude, they were really good. They were surprisingly good for their first international to almost, well, I wouldn't say almost win, but to beat Team Liquid Philippines in a couple of those early fights, early neutral objective fights. I was very impressed. I was really looking forward to what the team would build on next season. Yeah. But unfortunately, because they added in a new coach, they added in 2 new additions of like experienced players with Alpha and Speedy, it's almost like they had to take a step back before later on they'll take another step forward to improve.
Yeah, it's sort of like they've had to redefine what kind of team they want to be if they want to keep competing at this level. And it seems like when you look at Guangzhou Gaming also, there's a lot of similarities in terms of their stories. No one really expected them to reach the heights that they eventually reached. Guangzhou Gaming, of course, not a champion in their region just yet, but they put up a fight up against Dianfeng Yaoguai in the grand finals of MLBB China Masters in the second half of the second split. I'm trying to recall the exact wording for it. Stage 2, there we go.
Stage 2.
And they were previously Radiant's legends, so the more you think about it, there's so many similarities between these two in terms of trying to get past expectations, or more importantly, actually the lack thereof of any expectations towards them.
Yeah, I mean, now it'll be their international debut, obviously, in an official circuit. Hopefully, they will be able to perform as expected. I mean, they have Al, who I believe is one of the holders of a gold medal.
Yeah,
back at SEA Games, so that might add something to their arsenal. Obviously, you need that experience. You need the stage grit.